And here he is, the pride of Fireball, the governor of New York, our guy, Josh Allen. Welcome to the basement, bud.
Thank you for having me on, Kyle. I love the animation. I'm looking forward to it.
We've been waiting for months for this, dude. We've been waiting for years for this. I have to set the table right off with a simple question. Off the field, on the field, how's life?
Life's good. I'm moving right now. I'm actually in the basement, just like the name of the podcast here. Moving in, so there's nothing on the walls. Eventually, I'll have some cool looking pictures back there. But for now, just get settled in before season starts and turn on my focus towards football.
Well, I got a guy for you. I mean, I don't know if you've seen this masterpiece, Josh. We commissioned this. Like, this person is a maniac. You just tell him, who are your favorite guys? I'm an Ultimate Warrior guy. And then you got, like, the Wet Bandits and Steven Seagal and Vanilla Ice. And they can do whatever you want. Check this thing out. They even made me this. Look at that. That's you, buddy.
I love that.
I can hook you up.
That's pretty cool. Okay. I'm going to need
Josh
the help.
Allen's basement. All right, I'll hook you up. Josh, I don't think we should go any further without telling the Mafia, telling the fans at large. Share with them, if you will, announce the plans that you and I have reached for this season. Go ahead.
Yeah, this will be a weekly thing. I'm excited to be joining on every Tuesday. I don't know when it's going to be aired, but every Tuesday I'll be joining you here live at Kyle Brandt's basement, and I'm excited to do it.
Thrilled that you are doing it. There's a lot of things you could have done. You decided to come to the basement. We'll see if it was a good choice. You're known for your decision making, so I think it'll be great. And Josh, I'm thinking a lot about, all right, so what should I ask you? What should we talk about? But I went counterintuitive on this. I started thinking about, what should I not ask them? And I'll tell you why. A couple years back, I was working for the Bears, and their quarterback at the time was Mitch Trubisky, your old teammate, is now with the Steelers. And the Bears did a really smart thing, where they gave you in the media this like little memo about, here's the things you probably shouldn't ask Mitch. He's just kind of over them. It's not serious stuff. It's just kind of questions that kind of he rolls his eyes at and he's done with. I want to start with some honesty between us. What are those questions for Josh Allen, the ones where you're like, oh my God, this thing again? Let's just get them out there, because then I won't ask and we can handle it.
I'm a pretty open book. I don't have too many bugaboos about me. Coin toss, maybe one. I don't know. That's really the only thing. I hear that all the time. I think everybody knows that about now. But no, man, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm willing to talk about anything.
See, I thought that might be the case. You're not a bugaboo guy. And yet, I watch a lot of interviews you do, and you're very patient. And listen, when they go into so Josh, to play in that incredible game in the playoffs, to score that many points and have it come down and you can't come out at the end, how frustrating was that? I mean, you've gotten that a lot. Like, we're ready to start this game against the Rams and move on, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. Ready to turn the page in that book and start a new one. And Von Miller actually spoke to the team last week, and he talked about making an album, and every week is a new different song that we're trying to put on this album. So this is a completely new season. We're moving on. We're turning the page, and we're looking forward to Thursday night.
That's fascinating about the album. That couldn't be more Von Miller if he tried. I mean, that's perfect. So, like, what's the idea for track one? Like, what kind of song do you want? What kind of anthem?
Yeah, the thing is, most people have in their albums now intros, and you kind of skip those.
Yeah.
We don't want to skip this one. We want this one to play out. So the album's going to be set really on that first track. So we got to go out there, put our best foot forward, try to win a football game.
See, this is great. You're saying how most albums have intros now. There's a generational divide between Josh and me that we're going to have a lot of fun with this year. I cannot wait to get into that, but more on the question of like what we're kind of over talking about. I mean, I don't know how many times you've gotten this question last month, some version of, there's so much hype and expectations on this team, Josh. How do you deal with it? I have a theory on you. I have never seen someone through training camp have more fun, be almost childlike and joyful with it. And I think it's because you've never had it. Like, you've never been the guy on the team headed into a season, whether it's a Fireball or in college or like even in the draft. It was Baker and Lamar, Heisman guys, and Rosen and Darnold with these like cool LA, and then your other guy. Like, this year, you are the guy being talked about on that team, and I think you're enjoying it. Is that fair?
I don't know if it goes as far as that. all I know is I love football. I love
Okay.
playing this game. Every time I get to go out there, it is the funnest time of my life, and I'm going to try to play that game with the same enthusiasm that I had when I was 8, 9, 10 years old, playing flag football into Pee Wee football throughout high
Hmm.
school. I was in junior college not too long ago, so I take it with a grain of salt and know that I'm not supposed to be here, but we found a
Hmm.
way, and I'm enjoying it.
And it's been incredible to watch. And we're working on that first track on the album. Josh, in your personal life or professional life, anything, financial life, are you a big goal guy? Like, do you like sit down and write down the goals and all that? Is that your thing?
Yeah, I'm a big picture goal guy though. Like
Okay.
I'm not so much of the little stuff, and I'm not super technical or concrete on like the little details. And I do know that little things add up to big things, but obviously, like my goal for this year, like do whatever it takes to help this team win a Super Bowl, and that's the
Hmm.
goal on our mind. I think everybody from 1 to 53 on our roster, we had the same goal. So, uh, and then off the field, I keep it light. I'm a very easygoing guy. I go with the flow, sometimes to a detriment, but that's how I live my life. My dad's easygoing. I learned from him. I like cracking jokes and having a good time.
When is going with the flow to your detriment? That's interesting.
You know, uh, like in terms of who I'm hanging out with, if it's my
Hmm.
teammates, I'm very lax. Like when people say they want to come over, like it's like absolutely come on over. And
Oh, that's
I
great.
get there, I'm like, ah man, I probably should have checked in with my girlfriend first. She probably had something planned for us. So in terms of that, that's the only really flaw I think that kind of has. But again, I just love and enjoy being around my friends, families, and teammates, and um, yeah, we do have a good time though.
She's like, Josh, why is Dawson on the couch again playing video games? We have to go out tonight. But if that's your biggest problem, whatever, that's awesome. That's a good problem. That's all right.
Exactly.
So, Josh, you have a
Yeah,
reasonably big trip to your home state in California this week. Long flight. What do you do on the plane?
I'm a movie guy, so I'll download
Let's
two or
go.
three for the plane ride. Obviously, it's about a 4.5, 5 hour. And I know we're going to get into some movie topics here, and I'm going to
Yeah.
probably download some of the ones that you're asking me to watch, and we can, talk about that on the weeks to come. But there is a couple that I want to watch. I want to watch Whiplash with Miles Teller. I've been trying to watch that one. I think this is a perfect time to watch that one. I just watched The Offer, and obviously he killed in Top Gun. Um, so I'm on a Miles Teller trip right now.
I love you, dude. Whiplash is so good. You're like, it's a movie about jazz drumming. That's going to really blow my hair back. Yes, it is. And J.K. Simmons wins the Oscar. You are going to love that movie. And we are going to get into this. I got some thoughts for you. And I think you have some thoughts for me. Before that,
Okay.
though, we got to talk about, I guess it'd be like one of those Final Destination movies or Saw movies starring Aaron Donald. Good God. Let's just talk about this. When I watch the guy, I'm reminded of like those maniacs in Spain who run from the bulls. Like, what is it like for you? You're gonna have to play against them. What's it like for you to watch Aaron Donald tape?
Well, you got to have a plan. You got to know where he's at all times. Um, whether it's sliding protection to him or getting extra hands on him with a running back or a tight end. He's a nuisance, man. He just doesn't stop. And the thing about watching their tape, most D linemen they rotate in and out. You know, he's like always in the game. Rarely does he come out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Rarely does he
Mm-hmm.
need a break. And it's a praise to his work ethic and how he's able to stay on the field and continue to make plays. But the dude just has an all-time motor and everything. Everybody knows, he's an all-time great, first ballot Hall of Fame guy. Every single year he's always in the running for Defensive Player of the Year because of what he puts on tape, the pressure that he puts on opposing offenses and their protection plan, and he makes everybody around him better. He really does.
I am so excited to watch you play against them. And I know it's the Bills versus the Rams, but look, I know how you play. I've watched you play a lot of football. You are fearless. And he's going to do the Aaron Donald thing where he comes in and tries to eat your soul. And you're going to do the Josh Allen thing where you're like, I'll stiff arm a freight train. I don't care who you are. Like, are you ready for that battle? Because it's coming. You know, you're lying and you love him and they're working. But, like, he's going to find his way through at some point and you're going to have to do your thing.
Yeah, and hopefully those are limited, but we know those are going to happen. With a player of his caliber. But getting the ball off on time, putting it where our receivers can get it. Trying to wear him down maybe early with not getting to me. Some quick passes here or there. Can't give away too much of the game plan, but
Sure.
just really limiting his impact on the game is what we're trying to do.
Tell me this: if the look is right and you got your guy out there, you gonna chuck a few over to Jalen Ramsey's side?
We'll see. Again, they're pretty talented on defense. Between him, Jalen Ramsey, the addition of Bobby Wagner, and I can name a few more, but they're smart, savvy players. And again, they're the defending Super Bowl champs, and their defense is a big reason why they hoisted the Lombardi Trophy. So we've got our hands full. We got to find ways to move the ball and score on them, and it's no easy task. Believe me when I say that.
I use the word fearless to describe you. And, Brett Favre was fearless, completely fearless, but he's the all-time interception leader. Rodgers is totally fearless too, but he never throws interceptions. Is fearlessness a good thing for a quarterback? Like, where do you come out with that?
I'd say so. I think, there's certain times where being fearless is better than understanding, I can't make this throw and finding my check down. But to have that internal belief of I can make every single throw on the field. I see things, as they're happening, as they're unfolding. I've done my preparation that I don't have to be scared about, missing a key from the boundary safety. I know where my eyes are at. I know what they're trying to do on defense, and I can go out there and execute and try to play at a high level because, again, of the preparation throughout the week, practice, allowing our practice squad. And I do believe this today was like our first practice squad moment.
Yeah.
Getting to see our practice squad offense and defense. I think we've got one of the, if not the best scout team looks in the league. We got guys flying all over the place, trying to make some plays. And in turn, that's only going to make us better.
Absolutely. And it's game week and it's go time. Here's what I love about you. You can talk about a key from the boundary safety and get into the deep X's and O's. That's what you do. But I don't think enough people know that you are big into things outside of football and music and entertainment and all that stuff. And we're going to lean into that. A couple things about you and me. We got to have some competition this year between us. We got to up the stakes a little bit and significant age difference. Like, were you born in, are you born in 97, Josh?
96.
96. All right, so
close.
96, I was starting my senior high school football season, 96. So significant age difference, and we're going to do that right now with a game that we call Age-Old Questions. Here's the deal. I have a couple public figures from 90s, 2000s era, when you were a little kid or before you were born, and then there's a couple that you're going to show me that I haven't seen that are for your generation, like people who are really big now, blowing up now, and we'll compete to see who can get them the most. You game for this?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. Days before he takes on Aaron Donald, Josh Allen takes on me in Age-Old Questions. I'm going to show you a celebrity. Think out loud and tell me if you can name this celebrity from way back in the day. Who is this Josh Allen? Who is that?
So, first glance, is that Pamela Anderson? That's my guess.
You know what? It's a great guess. It is not correct.
The blonde,
it's sort of like,
okay.
Due respect to she's deceased now, but it was kind of like a little bit of a dollar store Pamela Anderson. That's Anna Nicole Smith. Have you ever heard of that person?
Okay. I've heard the name, but no chance I could have matched that name to the face. No chance.
All right, so before, when you were a little kid in diapers, Anna Nicole Smith was everywhere. She married a billionaire, she was in movies, she had her own reality show. Everybody was talking about her. So you didn't get it, but now you get to turn it on me. Give me somebody, and I promise I haven't seen these. This show has integrity. Give me somebody from your era, and I'll see if I can go up 1-0. Who do you got?
I got a couple for you, and I don't think you're going to get them.
All right, what do you got? Oh, no. All right, I think I know what show this is from. I never watched this show, but I think that's from that Rugrats show, which was not my show. So I heard there's a character on Rugrats called Tommy Pickles. Is that Tommy Pickles? I don't know. Am I right?
That's correct.
That's Tommy Pickles? Oh, dude.
No.
I thought I nailed it. You pump faked me.
This is Otto Otto from Rocket Power, one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. So I'm going real young on you. I did a couple. I got my next pick is going to be, I think, easier for you, but it's also along the lines of Otto here.
Wait, what the hell's Rocket Power? I've never heard of that. What is that?
It's maybe the greatest cartoon of all time. It's you know, a show about four friends, and they're extreme. Like they skate, they rollerblade,
Okay.
they live on the coast of California, and have a great time.
All right, well, if you say it's true, Josh Allen will be looking to show his own rocket power to the Rams this week. But in the meantime, we're over, and you were close. I wasn't even remotely close. Let's give Josh another one. This is something from my era, age-old questions. Josh, who's that?
I don't know the name, but I know what movies he's in. He's in Austin Powers.
Go on.
He's Mini-Me.
Yeah.
But I could not give you a name. So
All
I
right,
think
so you got
it.
Mini-Me, but you can't give me the proper name. All right, I wonder if I say it, will you know it? That gentleman's name also passed away. Very morbid segment. Is Vern Troyer. Ring a bell? Mini-Me or Vern Troyer?
No.
All right, I'm going to give you 0.5 for that.
I know this. That's it. That's all I know.
Give me one more, and if I get it right, I win.
I don't think you're getting this next one.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Watch. I promise I get it. Guess what? I believe,
You know
Alan, I think that is Jimmy Neutron. Let's go! Is that right? Yeah. Jimmy bleeping Neutron for the win. I don't know what show he's in. I don't know what he does, but I've seen that kid before. Are you a big Jimmy Neutron guy?
Oh yeah. Again, I'm trying to go young on you because I was just trying to surprise you. But now that I know that, next week it's going to be a different story. But yes, that is Jimmy Neutron. It was from the show Jimmy Neutron. Great show. There was a movie. The Jimmy Neutron movie was fantastic. But yes, he's a boy genius that just makes all these gadgets and gizmos.
Okay. Listen, they were great. We went double cartoon, and we're going to get you out of here and send you to the Rams game, but we have one more piece of business. You talked about it earlier, Josh. I know a lot of athletes who like a lot of movies. I've never met one who is into them as much as you. You said you already got Whiplash loaded for the trip to LA. So again, I think there's a lot of movies maybe from the 80s and 90s that you just missed, not your fault, you're just young, and then some from now that I haven't hit. So I propose that this season we do a segment, and it's called Watching Film, where you go away for the week.
Okay.
I'll give you a movie, you win it, and then if you want to come back the next week, I'll watch it, and we'll do like a little like film festival and rate them and everything like that. So are you down?
Absolutely. Especially on these away trips, it's pretty easy for me to download that movie.
So
get on
we
the
came up
plane
with a whole
and,
bunch of
turn it on.
movies. All right, we came up with a whole list of movies, and what I want you to do is just go through it, Josh, until you've hit one you haven't seen. Even if it's number one, talk out loud, go through this list, and land on one you haven't seen.
Okay, I've not seen Heat.
That's
I've seen
it.
Goodfellas.
Okay.
I've seen Heat. Heat's the first one I'm watching.
All right, Josh, I am so excited for you that you have not seen Heat. It's going to be one of your favorite movies ever. Watch it on the and it takes place in LA, so it's perfect. Watch Heat, and then do you want a backup movie in case? Is there anything else on the list there?
There's a few. These are some old ones. I've seen Goodfellas. I've seen The Program. I think those are the only two really that I've seen. I've seen Braveheart, so 3. So
okay.
And I've never
We're
gone
gonna
around
do this
watching
week to week.
Shawshank. I just never had that time.
Oh my gosh. I'm so jealous that you have not seen those movies before. But let's just do number one on the list. It's perfect. You're flying to LA. You're trying to, rob the Rams of their celebration. It's like it's a bank heist movie. It's perfect. And you can get it. Pacino, De Niro. I am so excited to hear you. Everybody watching at home is like, you haven't seen Heat? He hasn't seen Heat, guys. He's going to watch it. So that's your assignment. Bring it back next week and we'll talk about it. In the meantime, dude, thank you so much for doing it. All the best luck in LA. All the best luck this season. We're going to be checking in every single Tuesday. So much respect for you, man. You're the coolest. And I'll see you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me on, Kyle.
That's him. The action is the juice.